Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters, and America's team. It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, live, direct, and correct with some more news that you can use on this cold, chilly Saturday morning. Well, today it's really starting to feel like November. I think we got down to the 30s or late. Well, some places. I know that's a cakewalk. But here in Texas, in the DFW area, we got down to the low 30s last night, and it's probably about 38 right now. And I say that because, again, my Pee Wee football team are moving to the second round semifinals. And sure enough, it's going to be cold tonight. So I want to wish my boys and my coaching staff and trainers and team moms and all them wish them luck, because we're going to need it tonight. You know, we're dealing with 11-year-olds. You never know. They get out there, it's cold, it's cold. It's going to be a mind over matter tonight. I'm going to teach them, I'm going to drill it in their head. Son, it's about being a man. It's not cold. I'm going to be freezing like crazy out there. But it's not cold. It's a mind game. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on tonight. Yeah, it's early, man. It's around about almost 10 o'clock. Got up real early this morning, moving around. But anyway, hey, I just want to take a little bit of your time, guys. First of all, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this channel. We got some new things coming up. We got some new things that's in the makings that's going to go along with the Cowboy Huddle. So we're just trying to broaden the horizon. We appreciate everybody tuning in to Saturday Sit Down Saturday with G, the number one Cowboy fan. We appreciate the fact that you guys sit down with us on Wednesday, on What's Up Wednesday under the Cowboy Huddle. But we got some other things on the horizon, so I'm working on some things to broaden the channel and to add to the channel, because we're going to definitely shoot to try to become a network. How about that? So I got some things in place, and I'm working on some things which I'm very, 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 very excited about. So, hey, man, again, thank y'all, because without you guys and ladies, none of this is possible. So thank you very much. So let's get right on into this, and I don't want to hold you long. We're already 2 minutes into this thing. So let's, as we know, tomorrow is the big day, D-Day in Wisconsin. We know that Dallas is going back up to Wisconsin to face the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, the Cowboy Killer, and maybe we can get some revenge this week. Basically, what I see in this game, and I know we talked about this already, but I think this is going to be a defensive battle. Which defense outplays the offense, and who can keep the quarterback off the field? That's basically what it's going to boil down to. And by looking at the stats and the ratings right now, I think Dallas is in a good position to be the winner of that battle. So we definitely have something to look forward to. It's going to be pretty cold up there. I think it's like about 30-something degrees up there, but they're professional players, not Pee Wee players. They're professionals, so they get paid to do this. We as coaches, as Pee Wee coaches and players, we don't get paid, but we're committed. So, yeah, that's what it's going to boil down to, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to boil down to which defense plays better on the field. So that's basically what it boils down to. This is a 3:25 kickoff game, Central Time for us. So I'll be suited and booted, ready to rock and roll and cheer on my Cowboys as well. I know you will as well. So, again, there's going to probably be a defensive battle for both teams, and I really think that we're in a position that we probably can pull this one off. It's also been told that Mike McCarthy, with this win, well, I'm not going to get in there because I don't have information, but something about him winning 8 consecutive games or something like that. But I can't really get into that because I didn't really do all the research on it. Some of you probably already know what I'm talking about, but I had it. I lost the information to it, but something like that. But let me say this here also, guys. You know that Dallas had an invitational workout. Yeah, they had an invitational workout. They invited Jacob Eason and Antonio Galloway, among team workouts on Friday. Now Galloway was Callaway. I'm sorry, not Galloway. Callaway. Antonio Callaway was once a teammate of Odell Beckham at Cleveland. Um, Callaway hasn't really been seen much on the scene in the NFL, but we did give him a personal workout with the team on Friday. Now you're probably saying, well, what does this mean about why not Odell Beckham? Well, I'm sure what it is right now. They're still waiting on the status of his rehab and for his ACL repair. But this also gives a glimpse that the Cowboys are basically actually interested in bringing in a receiver. So basically, this also says Stephen Jones on Odell Beckham. We'll just roll up our sleeves and see if there's an opportunity. So they're talking, which we all know that they're talking. Now, will it happen? Who knows? I'm not sure if it will happen. The thing about it is, will he be able to contribute in such a short time? As far as not being on the field in a while. You got to be careful with the hamstring. This could happen when you haven't played in a period of time. Growing injuries. Not saying that it's going to happen to him, but it's the possibility that it could happen. So I know there's a lot that goes into this, and I know right now it's been told that Odell Beckham could be, brought in for pretty cheap. Maybe a 2-year deal for like $13.1 million for 2 years. So, which is really, really cheap. So, and I hate the fact that we're continuing talking about receivers. You know how I feel about that when we had a receiver, but here we are talking about a receiver again. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But also, I wanted to stress this also. I want to give a big up to 105.3 The Fan, to two guys that interviewed our guy, Jimmy Johnson, Shannon RJ. Big ups to them. Had the opportunity to interview Jimmy Johnson on their show the other day. I think it was maybe yesterday. But Jimmy, also has a new book coming out. This book is called Swagger. And this seems like it's going to be a great book because I'm definitely going to get the book. I think the book comes out on the 15th of this month. So basically, it tells a lot about his family. Talks a lot about his time with the Cowboys. Even his contract with the Cowboys is in the book as well. But Shannon RJ asked him a couple of questions, about Dallas, and he was asked, how did he feel about Dallas? But, since his departure, and Jimmy had, he had mentioned that he's a Cowboy fan because the Dallas Cowboys was a part of his life. And he will always be a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he feels that, they have Cowboys have a special place with him as far as, his tenure with the Dallas Cowboys. But also, he was asked a few questions about some of the positions that we have going right now. So he was asked about Zeke and Pollard, Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard, and the situation we have right now. And basically, Jimmy Johnson basically said that it's a great thing to have. It's a great thing to have when you have Zeke, as a featured running back, along with Pollard coming in and assisting with the run game. And what he was saying, Jimmy was saying that basically this sets up for the passing game, and if you can run the ball well, you can pass the ball well. I think Shannon RJ had asked him a question about having a $90 million quarterback and not being a pass team, but first and then a run team. But like Jimmy said, you have to have the run game in order to create the passing game, and I totally agree. And so he likes the fact and the idea that you have Zeke and Tony Pollard sharing the backfield. So he likes the idea, and he's really a big fan of both running backs. And like I say, he supports the Dallas Cowboys. When he talked about Dak, Dak, he said that basically, in so many words, you put the right pieces around Dak. Dak could be a hell of a player. He can actually win a championship. And along while he was talking about that, he mentioned when Troy Aikman was with the Cowboys, and Jimmy Johnson's job, one of his job was to try to get Troy Aikman to the Pro Bowl. And he had a talk with Troy Aikman and basically said, Troy Aikman said to him, he said, Coach, if you continue to add pieces, good pieces to this team, he said, I'll make a bunch of Pro Bowls. And sure enough, that's exactly what he did. So what he's saying is this is the same thing that Dallas could do as well to make sure that Dak continues to reach the Pro Bowls and continue to be the best player. So with the ideal of Odell Beckham, he said it could work. It could work with Odell Beckham with Dallas. Just like I said earlier, it's about how much can he contribute to the team in a short period of time. So so that's a take on what he how he felt about the running back and the quarterback. So it was also asked of Jimmy Johnson his relationship with Jerry, and he said, hey, if him and Jerry ran into each other, they would definitely hug and say, man, what a year we had. There was some great times back then. And then he said maybe the next 2 days he probably wouldn't know what Jerry would think about it, about the relationship. So, he just said they have a relationship, So, but the question was asked, how did he feel? How did Jimmy Johnson feel? Not or being placed in the Ring of Honor. And now what I know, is that Jimmy Johnson, again, like he said, Dallas Cowboys plays a major part in his life because, he was a part of the team. And he basically said he would be honored. He would be honored to be put in the Ring of Honor. He doesn't know why it hadn't happened, but he would definitely be honored. He said he doesn't know how Jared thinks, but he would definitely be honored. And I say this to say this. I said that to say this. Jerry Jones. It would be a great, 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 great thing or great feeling come Thanksgiving weekend that our guy that got us 3 Super Bowls be placed in the Ring of Honor. Why not? We haven't done anything since Jimmy Johnson. And the way Jimmy Johnson put it, the way the NFC is set up, this is the perfect opportunity for Dallas to make a push to make the Super Bowl. And I always said, until we do right by Jimmy Johnson, we're not going to get another Super Bowl. Now that the stars have aligned and the moon is shifted and things are in place to where the it's fair game and the door is wide open, Jerry, how about making it your business to put the only quarterback, not the quarterback, but only coach and quarterback that assisted and helped get Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin, Jay Novacek, Larry Allen, all these guys, Eric Williams, in the Ring of Honor? Why not put the guy that's responsible in the Ring of Honor? And I say this here, and you've been told, Jerry Jones, if you want this Super Bowl, put the man in the Ring of Honor before the season is over. He deserves it. It's not about you. You've done your part. But it's about putting a coach that got us to 3 Super Bowls in the Ring of Honor. And personally, I feel this will be the start of a run that will take us to the Super Bowl. Something to think about. Until you do right by Jimmy Johnson, this might be our last opportunity. So anyway, guys, you guys continue to enjoy y'all the rest of your weekend, as I will. I got some errands to run before the game tonight. And make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment and the share button. notification button to be notified when the next video will be placed on my channel. But again, I'm excited. We got some things coming up. We sat down with some individuals that's going to help increase the views, help the algorithm of the Cowboy Huddle. So you guys stay tuned.